You know there's something elemental within a 1 mile radius of you, correct?
Okay, can I try and pinpoint its location then? So that would be...
You would have advantage on trying to pinpoint its location.
Okay, would that be... Perception? Survival?
Animal
Survival.
Okay. Animal handling, yeah. Fuck's sake.
You do not know. I am afraid.
Oh well. I'm not figure out where imp is, but I feel something elemental in area. I don't know where though. Within mile.
Oh, wait. I look at Kasai's little, I look at Kasai, who
Oh,
had a
shit!
fire elemental with her a minute ago.
Shit!
No, she
Shit!
doesn't have fire elemental with her. She does have a lit lantern on her hip, though.
Yeah.
Bit weird, and it's specific. It's like, you know, like only 4 o'clock, but hey, you know, whatever.
Only after you
That's
said
right.
elemental in area was like, oh, right, we met her by
That
seeing
did
her elemental
not
first.
click! Oh, fuck me, I'm
That's-
slow.
That's crazy, man. That's wild.
Oh, I'm
After
slow.
you
Fucking
attack
hell.
me, Kirsty.
Alright, I'm barely half conscious here, so I didn't catch anything.
We figured it out eventually, and you know what? That's a plus for us right now.
Oh, I mean, that's embarrassing. Okay, fine.
Anyways,
I'm like, elemental! Fuck, what would that
there's
be?
no fiend or imp or whatever within a 1 mile vicinity of you. You're clear.
Watching these specialists work, what are they doing? Are they approaching the actual debris, the center of it?
Well, the first thing they do is they begin casting a bunch of spells on themselves and on each other.
Yeah, they're suiting up effectively.
Precautions.
Oh gosh.
They're putting on their hazmat suit. Their magic
Ye old
suit.
Mop 4.
After a series of spells get cast for each of them, they slide down the edge of the crater. It's not particularly steep, but it does go, like, you know, more than a few feet deep. And they just begin rummaging, trying to find either super small implements that might be present. They don't know if anything is, but that's just standard protocol. See if anything special was amongst them. That's what one of them's doing. While the others are looking and examining the stone and the crystals themselves. And the other one actually has this sketchbook, notepad, whatever you want to call it, and is writing a series of notes, as well as sketching what it originally looked like, and the general dimensions of it back when it was intact. Or what they predicted what it would have looked like intact. With like this hollow center.
So to say.
It doesn't take high passive perception. One of them does pick up one of the chunks that has like this crystal in it, and he begins casting magic on the crystal to see how it reacts. It fills back up, as crystals do. They're just batteries, more or less. There's a lot more nuance in that, but it boils down to that.
Are there any sort of fragments outside of the crater at all?
Nope.
Only within the crater itself.
Only within the crater itself, correct.
To be fair, it did explode after it was buried down a little bit, so that makes sense.
Yes and no.
So he blasted it once, it didn't retaliate. Blasted it again, destroyed the thing.
I think Sajar would observe and wait. And when it looks like they're done with their investigation, maybe do something else. He's going to stand by for now and observe.
I don't know if this would work, but can I use Mage Hand to see if I can pick up one of the crystals?
You can try. How close do you get for it?
30 feet.
Fair enough. You get closer to the edge of the crater, and your mage hand is invisible, part of the benefits of being an arcane trickster. You begin casting some magic and trying to pick up the crystal. As soon as your mage hand makes contact, that you detect and makes contact with the crystal, it immediately goes away and dissipates. Or rather, its magical energy gets absorbed into the crystal. You can still cast a spell, but a cantrip is a level 0 spell technically, so not really much of energy is getting sent there.
So the gems are basically all just a series of sponges. You hit it with magic, it just sucks it on up.
I turn around. I go back to the group. I think that wasn't going to work. I look defeated.
Just
It's like,
damn
aw.
The three of the
What's
specialists
the-
convene, and they begin looking and gesturing, but they never say a word.
Thinking back to when the rock was blasted, did it explode from the impact of the artillery, or did it explode like from the inside?
Oh, what a question.
Oh, yeah.
It's
From,
a
like,
shame you guys didn't bother asking that back when you guys were looking at it being blasted. I will give the people that were watching it back at that period an intelligence roll. An intelligence check. That's it.
Oh, I had binoculars watching it at the time. Would that maybe
I'll give you advantage, sure.
be... Yeah.
Word. Intelligence?
Intelligence.
What was I doing? I was kind of watching it.
You are not watching it.
Yeah.
I wasn't.
No, not you, Oriana.
Oh, sorry. I was like, I'm
Imagine
pretty
if
sure I
any of us had
specifically
any
said that
intelligence.
Silas was watching.
Imagine if any of us were at all smart. Anyway, Silas.
Do we get guidance?
I'd say this is a particular incident you're trying to yeah, so I'll say yeah, you get guidance.
That's not
D4, right?
too
Correct.
terrible.
Okay. To Silas.
Mhm.
Because 20 is a DC.
Got 15.
All the
Good,
artillery
not good.
did was crack it. It exploded, sure. But the artillery wasn't the thing that caused it to detonate. It might have lit the fuse. But it was not the result of, or the explosion was not a result of the artillery. The specialists begin grabbing chunks and then depositing them into bags. Each of them have two. Each of the specialists have two. One which is smaller, like the sort of pouch you keep at your side, your hip, and one which is immensely bigger, like sort of imagine like a gym bag or like a military bunk bag, I think is what they're called. It doesn't take literally like 20 seconds until you realize those are clearly bags of holding because they're somehow magically depositing massive chunks of stone in a bag and the bag don't fill.
This is weird, but it's an interesting thought process. Could Oriana, is she allowed to, pick up a small piece of the crystal, or is she just, forbidden from touching it all?
Do you get close?
She does.
The closest executor looks at you.
I was gonna say, can I use that opportunity to, sort of walk up to them
You can.
and just, sort of split the difference, bisect myself and Oriana? What do you believe to be the
If you
purpose
try
of
to talk
it?
to the executor that's looking at Oriana, they are not caring about what you're doing. So you got to go talk to another executor.
Okay, seeing as he just stands there like a, jackass. I'll go talk to someone else.
He tries.
You can talk to him all you want. He's not going to respond ever. You go to another executor. This one's in the midst of hefting the bag over a particularly large chunk as opposed to trying to lift the chunk and hold open the bag and da-da-da-da-da. No, it's easier just to have the bag swallow the rock as opposed to inserting the rock into the bag. As you approach, they do stop as the bag is halfway over the rock chunk. They look at you.
When this first went off, I'm not sure if you saw, but it warns us of danger in the north. Is there anything here that you believe would impede us from traveling that way?
They look across the wreckage and they look towards the northern direction. You hear a voice in your head, having both male and female voice speaking simultaneously, a voice garbler in its own magical arcane way. They say, "No, I don't believe anything here would impede you."
Understood. And that does it.
You have a fragment in your hand, Oriana?
Can she just sit down like crisscross applesauce and close her eyes and try to like meditate to see if she senses anything?
Make me an Arcana roll at disadvantage, but you can use your wisdom instead of your intelligence.
Thank God. 'Cause that's
Is
what I was
Rihanna
about to
closing
ask.
their eyes?
Does it tell you to come to Mount Kilcreath?
Another hand.
Kill your allies, wait. I can't. No, they don't apply to Arcana checks. All right, cool. So it's literally just this. Oh wait, no, it's not this. It's 2d20. Drop lowest one.
Drop
And
highest
it's
one.
gonna suck. Wait. So okay, so then it'd be -2. So
As a
it'd be 13.
disadvantage.
Yeah, I did the wrong one. It's a 10 out of 12, so it'd be 13.
You get nothing from this.
Wait.
Man,
It
if
was
only
a
you guys had a
weird one.
dwarf
It was a weird
with
one.
that
The only-
stone's cunning. That's probably one of the few times that damn feature will ever be brought up.
Yeah.
Oriana, might I see that?
Garth has a sense that if I give it to him, they might actually get pissed. She tries to say in a bit of a hushed tone, it's like, you can observe, but I would suggest not interacting with it that much. The specialist might be a little more than upset, depending on what you do.
I just give her a blank stare. And sigh, and then look around. Are there any other scattered pieces?
Oh, there are so many. There's so many.
Alright, I'm gonna approach one and lean down as if I'm about to take one, but I'm gonna wait like a 3 or 4 seconds before I do anything, just to see if anyone reacts to me doing that.
The closest executor, not the one watching Oriana, but a different one, is now looking at you.
And they're not saying anything.
No.
Alright, I'll reach down and pick one up and hold it in front of my face, looking at it.
You do so. No one stops you.
Alright. Does it look like this crystal has been... I know it's hard to tell if it's a million pieces, but does it look like it's been made, crafted, worked on?
Roll me your... I forgot what they're called. Jewel cutters? Is that what they're called? Jewel cutters?
Jeweler's tools?
Jewelers' tools? Yeah, I don't remember what they're freaking called in the PHP.
What stats should I use?
Intelligence, wisdom, or dexterity, whichever one's your highest. I can see many a reason for any of them, so...
Leave it to Fred to be the only one person to ever take Joel's cutter.
14. It's hard to tell, given that they were blown to smithereens. They do look to be immensely pure, if that makes sense. I know crystals are pure, they're perfect lattices, whatever. But it's hard to explain. When you have magic, with crystals, they actually have purity ratings in regard to how capably they can hold magic. A dirty crystal versus a pure crystal, and so on. Like, break crystal out of ground with all the fucking rock still attached to it. Dirty crystal. Break off the rock and polish it off. Better crystal. Cut it, polish it, give it some, TNL, tender love and care. Yeah, it's a pure crystal now. Despite these having been inside a large waystone-esque structure, not a fucking egg, these things are very refined.
Yeah, I would just say that out loud as if I'm thinking aloud and without looking over, keeping my attention on the crystal. Share that piece of information from my perspective. If I try to feed it 2 spell points, so that would be a first level equivalent. What happens?
Let me go to the spell points. I can just go to your sheet, actually. It is, right? 2. It's either 2 or 3, I don't remember.
It's 2 for the first level, I believe.
Okay, then yeah, it would be equivocal. Yep.
Nice.
You can feed it 2 sorcery points, and it begins humming ever so gently in your hand.
What does it feel like? Is it the humming? Is it soothing? Is it discordant?
It feels tranquil.
If I try to absorb the magic back out, what happens?
You get 2 points back, and it stops
And
humming.
it goes. Okay. Interesting. It's like a tuning fork.
If I were to use flowery language to describe what it feels like when it hums and its tranquilizing effect, it reminds you of a sturdy glass window in front of you as you sit inside your home, nice and warm and comfortable as a storm rages outside. That's what the crystal feels like. It feels like that nice little window that lets you peek at all the nastiness there. And it just gives you solace about how comfortable it is where you are.
I think, yeah, I would share that vivid description, that feeling that I perceived, and just marvel at the crystal for a bit.
Can you roll me persuasion with disadvantage? It's disadvantage, so I feel less.
Can I pop my inspiration for that?
Sure. You do have to re-roll again. It's your choice of moving the 6 to a 7, which I don't think you want to do. Or you can re-roll again, but it will be again with disadvantage.
Gotcha. And it was persuasion, you said?
Correct.
So anyway,
Luckily, you get to take the best of them all. So,
Me.
you're not taking the 1. I can tell you that for free right now.
Yeah.
You got it.
All right.
So
No,
you
the
got
best
a.
here.
So you got a 1.
So you got detention.
No, nothing happens.
This whole thing feels as if someone was sending a message or a challenge? Or a warning about times to come?
Provincials.
What do you mean?
It was an attack.
The warning I get. But why the challenge?
Well, it was attacked initially, but then it retaliates, and then when attacked with something stronger, there was a reaction from it. Whereas if it was something of value that needed no provocation, they would have probably had some other reaction. I'm not sure. God, what is Garth trying to say? It feels like it was testing what we would do in opposition because of the use of provincials. If Nevros had attacked, it might have said the same thing, but with Nevros, if it's something else that attacked etc., etc.
Well, with giants,
think
they
you-
almost never do something without having at least a plan or an intent.
Hey,
behind
everyone
what
say
they do.
goodnight to Ninja,
Night.
because he's going to hop off.
Oh,
Imagine it's 4 o'clock, so we're probably actually going to end.
Bye.
We're actually probably going to end soon, anyways,
Good night.
because O's going to
Yeah.
hop off, Fred's got to hop
I-
off.
Yeah, I have to get going soon too. I have work in the morning.
10 more minutes, I think, then we can wrap up.
Yeah,
If that's okay.
good
If you want to just
Yeah.
hop up now, be my guest. I don't care. I do care, but I don't mind.
I'll be dead.
I'm assuming schedule-wise will be the same. So
Yeah.
Mhm.
we'll finish this train of thought and we'll end session there. Yeah? Sound like a plan?
Mhm.
Yep.
So, you were saying?
right. Knowing giants, they probably have at least some understanding of how we would react. So they don't necessarily have a need to test us. I think this is deliberate. They knowing exactly how we would react allows them to present that message. The intent behind the message, on the other hand, I do not know.
Oh, the intent seems pretty clear in the form of a warning. Vague but specific warning of northern skies.
Yes, but the language itself is neutral.
What was the
Because-
saying again?
Provincials, beware the north and skies.
Do giants seek assimilation into provincial culture?
Not from what I have heard.
Then we must assume the latter. It is a problem for both them and us, and divided we will not be able to beat it.
Yes, I was under the impression that they are most combative, yes? Most of the time?
It would not be the first time. What? He looks like a sight. Never seen giants have worked together in attacking Hilllanders before.
That is true, I have heard such stories in my time as well. But at the same time, I have also heard of Nevros and giant fighting.
Guess I nod at that.
Regardless, every time I find evidence of giants, it is usually after such. Or it is some sort of bastardized version.
I believe
what's
what is
some-
important here is that there is an enemy out there that whatever had the power to create this is worried about.
Yes, it is not good. Going on the assumptions that we are heading in the same direction, yes?
Can all of you guys roll me insight? I will say to
Can you
Sajar.
roll for me?
Oh, I got you. To Sajar, Oriana, you do so at disadvantage. You are
Since we're
busy.
doing this, I believe it is safe to say that Lyle knew
Oh, eat
something about this.
He does seem slippery that way, yes?
I got you a 10. Oh, I'm sorry. It's a 13 with guidance, though.
Is what it is.
Oh my god, did I roll the highest?
You did!
Oh my
Congrats!
Oh, can I get a prize though?
You get to know information!
Hey!
If you got a 15 or better, you do detect this, and I'll give you a little bit extra, Anushka. When you talk about an enemy in the north, Kasai, like, twinges, like, grits her teeth underneath her lips. To Anushka, with the above 20 and above, not only do you see this, but you swear to the gods above, true and fell, that it looks like the immediate lighting around Kasai is a bit brighter. Ever so slightly.
Tilts head in curiosity, just, well, that's...
Not because Kasai is glowing or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she's pregnant.
Fuck off, Garth.
I have to have something. I'm rolling shit suddenly.
Yeah, just kind of sort of tilting your head, being like, did I see that? Sort of thing.
You look around like, did I just... Lambert just looks at you and nods. Like, don't worry, I saw it too.
Kind of like, alright.
They lose grip. Or rather, they just stop caring to hold the grip. Zal finally lets go of Tolis, who's been wanting to talk to the executors this whole time about what the different theories could possibly be on all of this nonsense. And she goes over to the one that you were speaking to, Redane, and it's like, "Hi, I'm Tolis. I just had my different theories about what all this is, and in regards to what it could possibly..." The executors have a pretty strong willpower and a pretty capable capacity of sifting through information, because they just sort of dig into your soul to do their work at times. To their credit, the executor keeps up with Tolis's childlike antics. So, is there anything... actually, how about this? I did say we were going to end soon. We'll end now, and if you guys have any further ponderings, questions, inquiries, or activities regarding the site, then we can save it for next week. And then, I don't know, then you guys finally go north. I mean, you guys are already north, but you know what I mean.
I feel like we made the most important step of all, and that was actually leaving the town. So...
You guys did. That's actually the most important step. You're 100% right. Speaking from experience on multiple occasions.
Mm-hmm.
You are right. But hey, congratulations. You guys, 98, I know, it, like, higher the number is, it's, like, bad. That's how it's supposed to be. But it's, like, 98, we didn't even get that hurt. No, but the 98 is for campaign implications. So, you guys got that.
Very exciting.
Yeah, it wasn't supposed to happen so soon, but, well, here we are. Pikachu face.
I know, it was good, I liked that.
Yep, it's always good to have apocalyptic situations happen.
Oh yeah, gotta love it.
Yeah, gotta love it. But yeah, Dorky, if you need to bounce, be my guest. Have a good night. Have a good night.
Yeah.
Oh,
Thank you.
headphones dead.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
See you later.
Yep.
Boom.
I've only got 5 pages left.